Okay, so you know how you get that giant packet in the mail?
Yeah.
All about Medicare updates?
Yeah.
Nobody really likes getting that right. I mean,
It's intimidating.
yeah, it's kind of like you need to go back to medical school just to understand it.
Exactly.
Well, in this deep dive, we're going to try to break it all down.
Yeah, make it easy.
Make it easier for you for this upcoming open enrollment period, starting January 1st, 2025.
That's right. Think of it as like an annual checkup
Oh, okay.
for your health coverage. So it's your chance to really look at your Medicare Advantage plan or your Part D prescription drug plan.
Got it.
Make sure it fits your needs for the coming year.
And we're going to base all this off of a real document
Yes.
called the Annual Notice of Change.
Right.
Have you seen that before?
Oh, absolutely. It comes to every beneficiary
Yeah.
every year, and it outlines, what's changing for next year.
So let's just jump right into it.
Absolutely.
What are some of the things people can do during open enrollment? Like, what kind of actions can they take?
Well, one common scenario might be, maybe your doctor prescribes a new medication and your current plan doesn't cover it, or the cost is prohibitively high.
So that might be a good time
That's a perfect example
to switch things up.
of why open enrollment is so important, because you could switch to a different Medicare Advantage plan
Hook.
that includes that medication
Got it.
on its formulary.
On its way.
Formulary, that's the list of drugs
Oh.
the plan covers, so that's one thing.
So making sure your plan is still working for you.
Exactly.
Now, you can also switch from Medicare Advantage back to original Medicare,
Right.
which has parts A and B.
Exactly.
Now, can you just give a quick overview of what those two parts are?
So Part A covers your hospital stays,
Okay.
inpatient care, skilled nursing facility care, things like that. Part B is more about your doctor's visits, outpatient services, preventative care. And if you do go back to original Medicare, you can also choose a standalone Part D plan, which is just for your prescription drug costs.
Okay, so lots of flexibility there,
Yes, lots of options.
depending on what you need.
Absolutely.
But one thing you can't do is just join Medicare Advantage or Part D during open enrollment
Right.
if you don't already have them.
Exactly. That's a separate enrollment process.
Okay. And we should also mention that we're not really talking about Medicare supplement plans, which are also called Medigap plans.
Right. Those have their own separate set of rules.
Yeah, they have their own thing going on.
Different time of year.
So let's say someone's listening to this and they're thinking, well, I'm pretty happy with my current plan.
Okay.
Why do I still need to
Great question.
go through this whole process of reviewing everything?
Because life changes.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Your health needs, your medications, your budget,
For sure.
those things can change drastically from one year to the next.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
So it's really about making sure your coverage still aligns with your current circumstances.
I see here in this ANOC
Okay.
that there are some changes to out-of-pocket maximums.
Yes, and that's a big one.
So what should people be looking at when they see that?
A higher out-of-pocket maximum means you could end up paying more
Uh-huh.
if you have, unexpected medical expenses.
Yeah.
So you really want to look at that number closely.
Okay.
Compare it across different plans to see what works for you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, the ANOC also details any changes to your plan's network of doctors and hospitals.
Right, and that can trip people up.
Yeah, because you just kind of assume it's all going to stay the same.
You do think, oh, I saw this doctor last year, it'll be the same. But things change.
Yeah.
Doctors move hospitals,
Yeah.
Their contracts change, so you really want to double check.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make sure your providers are still in network.
It seems like a lot to look through, especially if you're trying to compare all the different plans out there.
It can be overwhelming.
Are there any tools or resources that can make that a little bit easier?
Absolutely. So Medicare.gov has a great tool
Okay.
called Medicare Plan Finder.
Okay.
And you can enter your medications, your doctors, your preferences,
Wow.
all that stuff, and it'll show you plans that fit your needs.
That's really helpful.
It is very helpful.
And I know that our source also recommends reaching out to Medicare experts like Larry J. Buckaloo for some personalized guidance.
Oh, for sure. I mean, having someone to walk you through all the options, answer your specific questions, can really save you a lot of time and stress.
Yeah, absolutely. So the bottom line here is open enrollment is really about making these informed decisions about your health care.
Yes, it's about making sure your coverage is truly serving you in the coming year.
And even if you decide you're happy with your plan and you're going to stick with it,
Okay.
it's still a good reminder to look at everything.
It is. It's that annual checkup just to make sure everything still fits.
Think of it as taking control of your healthcare journey. And we hope that this deep dive has given you all the information and resources you need.
That's right.
To navigate open enrollment with confidence and if you're looking for some expert help.
Yeah.
You can find Larry J. Buckaloo's contact info in our sources for this episode.
Great advice.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
My pleasure.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.